So you reached another milestone of your basketball career the other night. You played in your very first college basketball game. What did that mean to you, seeing the court for the first time?
It meant a lot to me seeing the court for the first time and actually like being out there, talking about it like in high school and stuff like that, and then actually seeing getting the feel and how different it is. It was a good moment for me, and then my family being there and all the fans and everything. It was just a good moment and fun.
You look pretty composed out there. Any butterflies? Any nerves?
No, I didn't really have any butterflies in there. I was just ready to play and win the basketball game. I'm kind of used to like playing in big games and stuff like that, so I'm kind of used to it. So it was just another game for me and just going out there and trying to play to win.
You mentioned family and friends. Did you have a lot of family in attendance? And what was that like to, look up and see them in the stands?
I did. I had my sister, my brother, and my mom came, and then a couple friends, two friends from my basketball team. They came, and we were just there. I heard them say something because it's not a lot of people as it was before. So I heard them call my name when it was warming up, and I was like, "What's up?" But I mean, it was just a cool moment just to see me on the court, like in college, playing at a high level. It was just a real good moment for us. And then after the game, we talked about it and how we played and all.
Isaiah, obviously it's been a different year with COVID, and I'm sure you would have been on campus earlier and doing workout stuff that wasn't able to happen like it would have. So, which has this been like getting ready for the season? Obviously, you're a freshman, Jamil. You got a bunch of other new players trying to learn to play together. What's kind of the process been like to get to this point?
I think the process it's been kind of hard, coming from we had so little time to still get the learn. But I think we did really well coming from where we started at, and then not being able to be here as long as other teams were, and just coming and being able to learn the system quickly, and able to play with it, even though we still have a lot to go. I mean, I feel like we are on the right track and we're doing better than before.
What were the points of emphasis in practice following that Auburn victory on Monday?
After the game,
Yeah, this week in practice, what were the areas that you guys emphasized the most?
the most we emphasized was the rebounding part of the game, offensive rebounding, because they came and crashed the glass. We just had to box out and rebound the basketball a lot better than we did. And we knew since it was our first game, it wasn't going to be perfect. So we knew coming out, it was going to be a lot of stuff we had to fix. So we said rebounding, and then everybody, just getting up shots and us playing unselfish as a team. We could have passed the ball a little bit better in certain situations. That's what we focus on the most in practice. That's what Coach Dawkins brought up: offensive rebounding and passing the ball a little bit more.
Isaiah, you guys go on the road now to play one of the more storied programs in college basketball history, University of Michigan. What do you kind of know about those guys, and what kind of challenge are you expecting from their team on Sunday?
I'm expecting a good game to come from there. We're not gonna sit there and lay down just because it's Michigan. We're gonna come out. We're gonna come out to play because we feel like we just as good or even better. So we're gonna come out and play. And I know Shandy Brown on the team because he's from here and he played with CP25, which is the team I played for. And a couple of the freshmen there, I know them. Been talking and just going out and just showing that we're here to play and that we're not just gonna roll over just because it's Michigan.
You had 14 minutes in the game against Auburn. What's your expectation? Where coach is telling you how much action you might see coming up against Michigan?
We've been talking about just continue to do what I've been doing. Some of the stuff why I came out in the Auburn game was just little stuff, more like a cheap foul or something like that. I had 4 fouls that game. So I feel like that was a part of the reason, and just not picking up cheap fouls and doing just some little stuff that I can do better, just to keep me out on the floor, just to bring my energy and stuff that I can bring to the game.
Isaiah, I know this is going back to before you got to UCF, but you were named Mr. Florida Basketball. That's a really huge honor. Obviously you had outstanding seasons at Paxton. So what did it mean to you to to get that honor? Because you look at the list of players who have won that award, and a lot of guys have gone on to greater things and NBA and stuff like that. That had to have been a huge honor for you.
It was a very big honor for me. I didn't really at first when I first got it, I didn't really realize how big it really meant to win the award and then come to UCF until I saw like stuff on Twitter. And then my coach called me and explained to me like how big of a deal it was for me to, win Mr. Basketball, be the second one from Jacksonville and stuff like that. And then the history of it, all of them guys for the past like 11, 10 years went to the league. So it's just the history of it and then just being able to just continue it and then bring on what happened in high school to here and not showing that it was like a fluke that I won Mr. Basketball. So just being able to continue to progress and get better.
For those that haven't seen you play, just describe your game. Did you have a favorite player you kind of looked up to that you kind of modeled your game after?
When I was younger, my favorite player was Rajon Rondo because of the IQ part of the game. I feel like I have a very good IQ part of the game. But as I got older and I'm starting to like length out and want to get a little bit taller, I like KD. KD is my favorite player. I think I'm more of a slasher than he was. He's a shooter, but I can shoot the ball too. But I like to, go to the basket and make energy plays and get my team involved whenever I can, and just be a good defensive player as well. Be able to disrupt and switch 1 through 5 and be able to guard everybody on the floor.